Hello students, welcome to another lecture of pharmaceutical jurisprudence. In this particular lecture, we will be starting with a new topic, that is Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act, and this particular act was enacted in 1955. And it is an act to provide basically for the collection of duties of excise on medicinal and toilet preparations containing alcohol and other narcotic substances, right? So let's start. Talking about alcohol, alcohol is a very important industrial solvent which has excellent preservative property, and it is a very good therapeutic agent as well. It is, however, likely to be misused, and it can be a drug of addiction by many people. Before the enactment of Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act, there was a very chaotic condition prevailing in the country, right, in relation to the price structure of alcohol as a raw material and formulation containing alcohol, right? Some states were rich in the production of alcohol, while others were not as rich, and they were utilizing in the manufacturing of certain formulations, right? And in the absence of any uniform excise policy, the price structure of alcohol containing medicines, it varied from state to state within the same country, right? For example, the price of a drug product containing alcohol in Uttarakhand was far different from the same drug product containing the same composition in, say for example, Himachal Pradesh, right? So therefore a need was felt to overcome this difficulty and to ensure that a uniform structure of excise duty for alcohol products exists in the country, and because of which this particular act, that is the Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act, was enacted, right? It basically is an act with a provision for the collection of excise duties on medicinal and toilet preparations which contain alcohol and other narcotic drugs. For example, opium, Indian hemp, that is termed as cannabis, and other narcotic drugs which are widely used in the production of medicines, right? And this particular act was effectively implemented throughout the country from 1st April 1957, and this particular act has 11 chapters and 21 sections to it. Now coming to the objectives of this particular act, the first objective is to provide for the collection of duties of excise on medicinal and toilet preparation containing alcohol, narcotic drugs or narcotics. This I have already discussed earlier. Another important objective is to provide for the uniformity in the rules and the rates of the excise duty on alcohol containing products throughout the country. Next is to ensure that the use of alcohol is controlled, and to provide for exhaustive rules and provisions which are basically provided to cover all types of preparation containing alcohol, including homeopathic preparation, because in homeopathic preparation alcohol is used, right? Now moving further, we'll be studying about certain definitions which will be used in this chapter when we move further, right? For example, you should know the definition of narcotic, what a narcotic is. So it means cocoa leaf and its derivative, or opium and its derivative, or Indian hemp, which is cannabis and its derivatives, and any other substance capable of causing or producing in the human body dependence, tolerance and withdrawal symptoms. Withdrawal symptoms are mainly those symptoms which a person gets when that particular product is not given to him, right? So toilet preparation is mainly any preparation which is used in the toilet of the human body or in perfuming apparel of any description. It also covers the substance used to clean, improve or alter the complexion, teeth, skin or hair, and includes perfumes and deodorants as well. Now coming to the definition of bonded manufacture or bonded laboratory. So it is the premises approved and licensed for the manufacturing and storage of medicinal and toilet preparations containing alcohol, opium, Indian hemp, which is cannabis, and other narcotic drugs on which duty has not been paid, right? The excise duty has not been paid. Moving further, the definition of non-bonded manufactory or laboratory. It is the premises which is approved and licensed for the manufacture and storage of preparations containing alcohol, opium, cannabis and other narcotic drugs on which the excise duty has already been paid. Coming to the definition of denatured spirit or denatured alcohol, it basically means an alcohol of any strength which has been rendered unfit for the human consumption by addition of any substance, and this particular composition has been approved by the central government or the state government with the approval of the central government. Now talking about the excise commissioner, excise commissioner is the head of the excise commission of the state and includes a prohibition commissioner or an officer which is designated in any state for excise purpose, right? So thank you so much dear students, this was all in today's lecture. Today we studied about the introduction of Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act. We studied about the objectives of this particular act, and we studied about basic definitions, right? If you have any queries, any doubt in today's lecture, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much for giving your time.